I've been using these meditation videos every night, and they have different tones, theta, delta, different binaural beats. And now my scalp has been tingling, and I see that's a common question. So I found the answer on Reddit, or possible answers. This one says, I've been meditating daily since mid-March, following the instructions from Mindfulness in Plain English. I sit for at least 25 consecutive minutes every day. Usually it extends to 30 to 40 minutes. I'm really enjoying this activity and what I perceive to be its effects on my life. Usually when I sit, I get a tingling sensation on my scalp after the first few minutes of calming down and getting everyday thoughts cooled off. It varies in intensity and location, but around the crown and on my forehead seems to be where the tingling is most intense most of the time. That's exactly where I get it. I find this kind of pleasant, but I try not to get caught up in it. I'm supposed to focus on my breath after all. This tingling has, for the last week or so, carried over into my everyday life. It tingles while I'm at work, while walking around the city, while talking with friends more or less of the time. Sometimes it's distracting, but mostly it's just weird and doesn't really bother me. Does anyone here have an explanation for this? Should I worry? Will it pass? Or am I going to have a tingly scalp for the rest of my life? Thanks for reading. So the first person wrote, I also get this tingling sensation in my scalp. At first it was indistinguishable from ASMR tingles for me. I'm not sure what ASMR tingles are. Let's look that up real quick. Autonomous sensory meridian response, characterized by a static-like or tingling sensation on the skin that typically begins on the scalp and moves down the back of the neck and upper spine. It has been compared with auditory tactile synesthesia. It may overlap with frisson. So I guess that's just the name for it. Now, after about a year of practice, I find that the tingle takes more than a vibrational character and loosely correlates with the depth of my mental state. Not to take you away from your present practice, but meditation doesn't have to be on the breath. Perhaps after your usual session, try using the sensations as the focus of your meditation. Be mindful of the location, movement, and frequency of the tingles. See how long you can keep an awareness of them after meditating. For added playfulness, try listening to binaural beats in different ranges, alpha, beta, delta, and notice how it affects the qualities of your tingles. For more active practice, altering the tingles and moving them around, I've tried that. It's kind of weird. I feel like my temples throbbing when I try to control it. Where was I? The practice of creating your own feelings without external stimulation can help you break free from conditioned responses that you may have elsewhere in your life. It's also a step toward out-of-body experiences if that's something that interests you. How do you do this? I've heard talk about meditating with something attached to your head that gives you feedback, which would allow you to navigate your thoughts into a certain brain frequency kind of thing. Is this similar? I have never heard of that. I don't know how people know all these things. You're thinking of biofeedback. I've worked in a biofeedback office, but never heard of an active biofeedback program. For binaural beats, you need a pair of headphones. That's off topic. I'm going to deviate from the rest here and ask if you wear glasses. Did you by chance get a new pair recently? She says yes, but I haven't, so I know that has nothing to do with it. I'm gonna have to say it's not Kundalini. It's most likely energy, prana, chi, the force, the Holy Spirit. The names go on. Just let it do its thing. It's the best decision. Maybe look at the yamas and niyamas from the 8-limbed path of yoga. These are solid building blocks of a moral code that will allow you to grow even more than you have. In fact, to get to the point you probably already have most of these yamas and niyamas down. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I have no clue. Never heard of this stuff. Just not in written form, but there could be something that you're missing there. Good luck to your friend. Nothing to worry about unless it turns violent. In which case, reply here and I will try to help. So far, it's not violent. Mine either. I assume it's a pleasant and enjoyable feeling. You shouldn't be bothered about it. Instead, you should take it as encouragement for your daily practice. As I understand, the crown area and the forehead area are energy points in the subtle body name Sahasrara and Ajna, respectively. If I were you, I would rather be happy than concerned. That being said, I don't think it's a spiritual attainment and should not focus on the sensation. Just keep doing your practice and enjoy the inner adventure. So far, I like that one. I hope that I am more connected, and it's a sign of progress. The tingling is an aspect of physical pleasure, resulting from cleansing of the energetic channels of the body. It is mere cleansing, nothing strange, just write it out. Let the tingling spread throughout the body, keep the mind one-pointed, and you may enter first jhana or hana when it expands. I feel like I've been feeling it in my back, but I don't know if that's my mind making it up. I'll have to wait a little while longer to see if it's a daily thing. Excuse me. In Buddhism, this is called piti, often translated as rapture. What you are experiencing is known as weak rapture. It is one of the factors of entering the first concentrative absorption. Look up shamatha jhanas for more info. A good way to understand piti is as sort of a physical bliss or happiness. If you combine this with a mental happiness and focus on an object, you can reach a state of deep absorption. Focusing on the pleasurable sensation is actually a decent way to reach first jhana. You just keep in mind that to get even deeper, you must eventually move past it to more subtle sensations. As someone who just started making this a daily habit, is this the same thing I'm feeling in my legs when I'm meditating? I have felt my legs feel like numb, like I no longer had legs. My whole body has felt like it's lifted from my body, my spirit body, lifted from my physical body. Only my head was attached. I don't know if I have a blockage there. This person says, that's your crown chakra. It is taught in many yogic philosophies that it is your connection to the divine. See, that's another one of my favorite answers. If you start playing with it, you might be able to move that sensation to the other chakras. I find it very easy to move the energy between my third eye and crown chakras. With some practice, you should be able to get similar sensations in all of the chakras. If you're doing mindfulness meditation, just use it as another object to be mindful of. This is what I was going to say as well. He even said crown in his description. Tingling crown is definitely a good thing if you stay grounded. It is if you stay grounded. Okay, so it seems like a good thing. I don't know I don't really understand the pity. So I'm taking it as we are closer to source, and we should just keep doing what we're doing. I love that dog, it's so cute. Let me know what you think. Comment below.